So I don't know why I'm wearing my AirPod Maxes right now, but I love them, so they're here to stay. Anyway, this is a story about how I haven't had Taco Bell in over a year. To set the scene, it was November 2022. I was currently working at Columbia Sportswear. It was the worst job I've ever had my entire life. Sometimes I would work 7 days a week. Sometimes I'd have one day off. And I was working like a 10, 11-hour shifts because they were like mandatory during the holidays. Anyway, so I was eating a lot of Taco Bell. I had eaten a lot of Taco Bell ever since I had my own adult money. I would go to Taco Bell like 3 times a week and get the $5 box because it was a good deal. So one day I get the box, and 24 hours later, my stomach is feeling funny. So all the symptoms of food poisoning come to mind: puking, fatigue, fever, you throwing up, yada yada. Remember, I'm working at Columbia Sportswear. So as days go by, like 3 to 5 business days, I start feeling better, and my friend Alyssa calls me. My friend Alyssa is like, "Ayo, what's up? Come hang out." And so I get off work, I clock out my little shift, and I drive to her house. What do me and Alyssa get? We get Taco Bell. We get Taco Bell because we love Taco Bell. I think we had gone to Star Cycle right before, but we wanted Taco Bell. So I get the Taco Bell, and at the time my dog was having some issues, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call out of work because my dog's sick. I need to take him to the vet. Not only was the dog sick, bitch, I was fucking sick because I got food poisoning again. So I was sick for another 35 business days. I had to call out. So this is my second week of calling out. So whatever overtime they were trying to give me, bitch, I was throwing up and shitting myself. My dog ended up being fine. I ended up being okay, and I went back to work. I started to notice that I was still having food poisoning symptoms. I felt nauseous. I was throwing up sometimes, and I was shitting myself every fucking 5 minutes. I swear to God, I was putting my computer on break and I was going to the bathroom. I was like, I cannot sit here. Mind you, I was a live chat agent, so that's why that was my job. So it gets so sick that I've lost 15 pounds at this point. It's been about a month or two. I'm not getting any better. I schedule an appointment at my doctor's office, and I go in, and the doctor's like, you need to go get tested. You need to go get like a stool sample. So I do a bunch of blood samples, I do a stool sample, which if you don't know what that is, you literally shit in a bucket and you give it back to them and say, here. Turns out that I was potassium deficient. That's how I found out I had IBS. And I had E. coli. And not the good E. coli that just goes away. The bad E. coli that literally releases toxins as it dies, and that's why I was ill. The doctor, though, was like, you should have been over this by now. This shouldn't have lasted this long. Like, you shouldn't be feeling like this. Like, are you in a stressful situation? And I'm like, yes, bitch, I'm working 7 days a fucking week, 10 hours a day for a job that's not paying me enough and is understaffed. So literally by month 3, I quit. I walked in one day, took everything off my desk, and I never walked back to that place. My E. coli went away shortly after I quit because I was no longer under stress, but the state called and said, this is very common of